the esports degrees that they're currently doing, and they try to push out to the general grassroots esports competitor or whatnot, is that they're saying that they're not hiring people based off if they've got a master's in esports, but it's more about if they've got an MBA or a business degree, or it's something that they can go ahead and tailor towards esports. Do you think that if you didn't do what you did before the university, do you think you'd be in the same position if you did like an esports course, or do you think you would be behind, if that makes sense?
It's really hard to say, because I can easily see both sides of it. So like the official Roehampton approach right now is for students to do, like our students are doing, so what I like to call sort of traditional degrees, which is any other degree that's not the esports degree, and then do esports on the side, sort of as a society thing, extracurriculum kind of thing. And then once they graduate, they, let's say, have a degree in marketing or in business management or digital media, so they can go to Excel and say like, hey, you're looking for someone in marketing, I have a marketing degree.
Yeah.
That sort of gives them more opportunities to do to get a job in in a variety of industries. It doesn't have to be specifically just esports. But at the same time, like at the moment, we don't have any degrees. I'm not saying we'll never have any degrees. We might look into it if we see that it's the right time, and people want those degrees and people need those degrees, and we can actually have enough people getting full-time jobs once they graduate those degrees. I know that during this summer, Staffordshire got a lot of flack for one of their tweets saying essentially like, oh, in the near future, you'll have to have an esports degree to go into esports. And a lot of people said like, no, that's nonsense, and you don't need esports degrees. My point of view is sort of two-way. Like, you don't need an esports degree, because when speaking to professionals, they said they'd much rather hire someone with marketing degree who has passion for esports, or like a scholarship for esports. But at the same time, like my undergrad was in photography. Yeah. You don't need a photography degree to go into photography. It's just, but like, it helps with connections, the people you meet, the time you spend, and things like that. Okay. And like a lot of the time in university, it's not just what university will teach you, but it's also how much you are going to get out of university yourself. Because like, if you're one of those students who only attends lectures and doesn't do any reading and just does the bare minimum stuff, like you'll get the paper at the end of it, which is fine. There's no problem with that, but you're not going to get the full experience out of it. But like, if you're doing an esports degree, but you're actually organizing tournaments, meeting new people, or running teams and things like that, that will definitely be beneficial. So I guess it's a question that doesn't really have an answer at the moment. There's two different approaches, and Staffordshire and a few other universities taking one approach, we're taking the other one, and it's hard to say which one will play out better. If you look at the events that Staffordshire run compared to Roehampton, or the teams at the top level that Staffordshire have compared to Roehampton, like Staffordshire is doing much better in all of the standings, but that's because the students who come in, they're mainly passionate about esports and they focused on esports, whereas our students are passionate about other things and do esports on the side, which still helps them develop a lot of their sort of transferable skills and just really improves their student experience on campus, which is definitely great. So to sum up, there's no real correct answer, and both approaches, if done correctly, can be very viable. Yeah.
Okay.